Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. What's up, squad? If you can hear my voice, please, please, please put your aliens in the chat. And we should get started. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Ooh, we should get started in just a minute.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all the is my son.
Okay, this shit is
I am more than a blogger.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
If the blog got it, if the blog got it, if the blog got it, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say all of this her son.
Yes.
All of this her son.
Yes.
Say all of this her son.
Yes. Yes.
Say all of this her son.
Like for real. Like for real.
All those bitches are her sons. What's up, squad? Come on in the room. Oh, I think I'm late. I know I'm late. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. What's up, squad? What's up? What's up? What's up? I see everybody is in the building, including my co-host Biggie is chilling in the chair right now. We got a lot to talk about. We got a whole lot to talk about. Have y'all been seeing all this drama on these YouTube streets? OMG. It's like every single thing that I have said has come to fruition overnight. It's like all the girls are fighting. Everybody is fighting. What is happening?
Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No!
Just swinging, honey. Just swinging. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I know I need to find my glasses too. I was trying to find some. I didn't see any that I really liked today. I don't know. Maybe I wear these red ones. Red is always a good color. Okay. Red is always a good color. Welcome. Have y'all seen it? You said per usual, Michelle was right. Okay, Trace. I was like, am I right? I don't know. The junkie bunch was all in my comment section telling me I was obsessed for talking about the hot topic. I even sat offline for a couple of days. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna see if they're gonna come in here and be like, I'm sorry, Michelle, you were right. I'm sorry, Michelle, you're not obsessed. You're right. I'm sorry, Michelle. I didn't tell you to get over it. I'm sorry, Michelle. I didn't say they were still talking about you. I mean, you said they were still talking about you. I didn't believe it though. But every video that man has done this week, like y'all know I've been looking. He been like talking about me. What Tasha K did, he was offended about me. It's just a mess. We gonna talk about it though. We gonna talk about it, but we got some topics. We got some other topics too. He said they both trying to win me over now. Everybody, I'm in the middle. Look, Tasha K apologize. Colorist Claudia, I don't know. I don't think that was an apology. Junkie Dineva over there. I don't need no drama. I don't want no drama. But you are the drama, Junkie Dineva. Embrace it. You are the drama. Like I was saying on my ride along earlier today on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. I am ATLien on Instagram. But during my little ride along today on Instagram, I was telling people, I was like, I was low-key cheering for the junkie. I'm like, get him, junkie. I know. Now, why am I in it? Okay. But we got a lot to talk about. We got Junkie Dineva versus everybody. We got the Flop Soul Fallout. Okay. We got colorist Claudia on the rampage and her white woman tears. She talk about Junkie Dineva made her cry. We got Lil Boozy, aka Tasha K, interviewing Junkie Dineva's arch nemesis, Flame Monroe. Shout out to Flame Monroe. Y'all remember Flame Monroe went on a tour with Tiffany Haddish and been on tour with Dave Chappelle, just a renowned transgender comedian. Flame Monroe. Okay, been all around the world, honey. Junkie Dineva couldn't take it that that he he had to take off his wig because y'all said he was mocking black women, but all these other people can be transgender and he can't. I don't know what the problem is, but he had a problem with Flame and tried to stop that good person's bag. Okay. So we're gonna talk about that. Okay. We're gonna talk about what Flame Monroe had to say over there on Tasha K. I got who else did I have on this agenda? I had some lot of people on this agenda. Oh, we gonna have Kandi. Listen, I ain't talked about Kandi in so long. I ain't talked about Kandi or Mr. Man Hands in so long that Kandi had to go make a video impersonating Mr. Man. I'm like, Kandi knew what she was doing, honey. Kandi knew what she was doing. I got Kandi on the agenda. Who else do I have? Let me see what I had wrote down. Kandi Burruss. Oh, and Eric Fuller, the Real Housewives of Potomac slash Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 producer, is looking for a new job. The T is 10, honey. I also had a little tea about that Kevin Hart situation with Tasha K too, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time. I don't know. I might make a little transition and talk about that too. I don't know. I gotta think. I gotta pray on that. I might have to talk about that on Patreon because I got some information. People's like, Shell, maybe you should stay out of it. I was like, I don't know. Should I stay out of it? Should I tell? I don't know. I guess I can. Did I see little stunner girl hating ass pulled up on Twitter? Who is the little stunner? Y'all in these nicknames, y'all get worse than me. Who is the little stunner girl? Okay, we said start with Kandi. You said I should tell it. Oh, you said I should. I ain't gonna. I might tell it. I might. But anyway, okay. You said. Oh, let me start with Eric because listen. I'm just assuming that it's true. I'm gonna start with Eric because people were sending me this. Y'all know this is y'all show, okay? Apparently on Eric Fuller's LinkedIn, he is apparently looking for a new position. And so people are saying that means he is no longer employed with Truly Entertainment or whatever production company he was with. Was he with the Pop people or was he with Truly Entertainment? I don't know which one he was with. All I know is he was a producer on RHOP this past season that everybody say is flopping, and he was also on the worst season ever of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, which people are calling for a reboot. So Eric Fuller, y'all, they've been bullying that man online. They caused him to delete his Instagram, all kind of stuff, because they was like, Eric Fuller is ruining the housewives. Eric Fuller's fault. Truly Entertainment. Thank you, Jay. I knew it was one of them. But I'm like, what the hell? So somebody sent this over to me. Hold on, y'all know I gotta show it to you. This little screen grab of his LinkedIn. Said Eric is open to work, honey. Eric is open to work. He is looking for executive producer roles. He is out there. He is putting his hat in the ring. He said, hi, everyone. I'm looking for a new role and would appreciate your support. Thank you in advance for any connections, advice, or opportunities you can offer. Hashtag open to work. Now, in full transparency, I would have to say, well, I mean, he do got the little hashtag open to work on his picture, his avatar. So I had went over to Eric's LinkedIn because I'm nosy. I want to see if it's really there and who has responded, like where he gonna be going next. So I went over to his LinkedIn. Okay, here go his LinkedIn right here. Ooh, if I open that, y'all gonna see my LinkedIn too. Let me see. Let me see what y'all gonna see. Okay, y'all know these people. Do I know these people? Let me close that. She been, child, why you messaging me, lady? I don't need no job. Anyway, so let me open open this up right here. So he is over here on LinkedIn, honey. I got all these messages on LinkedIn. I don't never be on here. And as soon as I logged in, everybody sending me messages. Um, this is him. And so I didn't see he ain't got no open to work on his picture. So I don't know, did somebody do this to him? Is this a troll thing? I don't know because I can't find the original post. Okay, I'm just saying I can't find it. So I looked at him. We both in the same group. We both in media and marketing professionals worldwide. Look at that. And so he doesn't have any posts. But when I look at his experience, let's say he worked on The Real Housewives of Potomac season 8, March 23rd through June 23rd. Okay. And then he worked as an executive producer on the 14th and 15th season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, September 22nd through January 2023. He might not have no job. Then that was a lot. He said he ain't had no job since June 2023. I told you these producers and housewives and everything, they is like, listen, nobody's filming. Eric need a job, I guess. I was looking at his activity. I don't see where he posted that. If he did post it, he might have deleted everything because I don't see nothing. No post, no nothing. But anyway, if he did, salute to him. Maybe he need to go away. Maybe Bravo ain't the place for him. I mean, it might not be his fault. Give him a job. I don't have no production job to give him, Aaron. I don't. But anyway, just a little tea. Okay, just a little tea. He can go over to Carlos King's closet. I'm sure he's been there. I'm sure he's been to Carlos's closet already. Moving on, you said he need to be fired if that was him behind the RHOA season. It was, honey. It was him. There is no money. Ooh, Bravo got all the money though. Bravo is not a flop soul, okay? Even though people been lying, talk about flop soul is handing out Taraji checks. They getting paid more than Taraji over there on flop soul. I ain't even got to that topic yet. Let me keep going. Moving on. Like this video as y'all get in here. It's 1,000 of y'all in here. Okay. The numbers is numbering. Okay. I love my squad. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all be like, your numbers ain't as good as they numbers. My numbers been great. My numbers have been consistent for years now. My numbers don't go up and down. We is good. Oh, we go. Anywho, you said, who is that? He said, will you forgive Junkie Dineva? Forgive him for what? What I gotta forgive him for? He say he mad at me and everybody. He gaslighting me. He said he mad at anybody who apologized. He's mad at Tasha K for apologizing. But we're not there yet. Moving on. Let me go ahead and talk about Kandi Burruss. Like this video as y'all get in here. You said Bravo told Eric to leave the building. Okay. You can only work with the cast you have. There is no starless. Okay, hashtag Nene Leaks are over. Hashtag Nene Leaks. Oh, you want to see Biggie? Okay, Biggie is asleep right now. Okay, there he is right there. I don't want to interrupt him. Hey, Biggie, let's go outside. All right. Okay, I was just joking. Go back to sleep. I was just joking. I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. Anyway, go ahead. Let me go ahead and talk about Kandi Burruss. I don't know what the hell Kandi Burruss been doing, but Kandi got to make that money, honey, since the Real Housewives of Atlanta is on their hiatus, their indefinite hiatus. Kandi decided that she go dress up like Mr. Man Hands. And I'm like, Kandi, I thought you was a transgender activist. Now you want to dress like one? What the hell is going on? Kandi put on a big Mr. Man Hands chest plate and put on a big Mr. Man Hands blue wig. And I don't even know what happened. Look, like, first of all, Todd posted it first. And everybody was like in Todd's comment section thinking that he was cheating again. thinking that he was out in these streets with permission, that he had got a hall pass. I almost can't show this, but I guess I can. But what the hell? This is so tasteless. This is so like ridiculous. Like you like this honestly look like T.S. Madison. So I mean, I don't know what y'all I mean, what do y'all think of Candy's new costume? Todd posted this and said, "Look who I met at the studio. Her new single is banging." And then people was like thinking it was a real person. I don't know why she would do this to her body. Todd, what is that? Laughing at the people who are lost. Is this Kandi? She's always pulling stunts. It's even more hilarious that people think this is real. So people really can't tell that's Kandi wearing a Mr. Manhand's breastplate and having a few LOLs. Then somebody got the Nene Leaks gift in here. This is not her real body, guys. Calm down. Does she have a name? LOL talking about look who I found. Yeah, who is she? The doctor need to go to prison. Child, did y'all say that about Mr. Manhand's doctors? Did y'all say that about Mr. Manhand's? Like, why is Kandi dressing up like T.S. Madison? Can somebody, am I lost? Did I miss something? I don't know. But anyway, Kandi always spoofing somebody. So I guess it's T.S. Madison's turn. So Kandi posted the spoof of her in the studio. What is this? Kandi said, "My nails pop off. If something pop off, my heels pop off. If something pop off, alter ego." Shout out to Derek Blanks, though, because Derek Blanks did a good job. Celebrity photographer Derek Blanks did a great job of doing this. Hold on, let me see. If something pop off, my heels. Oh God, what is happening? Look at you. Look, got T.S. Madison breasts, got T.S. Madison cheekbones. The only thing is missing is T.S. Madison butt. That's it. That's it. Okay. But what's this one? Let me see.
What up, y'all?
Hey, how you doing?
Y'all know the
Hey.
Where you been?
107
Ready to work?
Yeah, so
of the Copyright Act.
need some
Allowances
real
made
rap records.
for fair
Some
use
rap
for
records.
purposes of
Yeah.
criticism,
I thought we was
comment,
about to
news
do
reporting,
some pop
teaching,
with some
scholarship,
R&B records.
and
I
research.
mean, we could do something that pop off, but
Not
genre.
pop, we were thinking about.
What?
You know, nothing and bucking.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
You want me to do it?
yeah, of course.
Oh.
I mean, you do it. I believe in you. You got it.
Okay.
Seen it.
Dig deep.
It's in here.
Yep,
right?
it's in there. Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Why I can't
Got
move
the
to
track
the
loaded up
side?
and
Hold on.
everything.
I'm gonna try to see what I can come up with.
I believe.
I don't know what's going on either, y'all. And watch me do this. From Kandi to T.S. Madison in 0.5 seconds.
So what's up?
Whoa.
You like that or not?
From Kandi to T.S. Manhands in 2.5 seconds.
Where's Kandi?
Oh, Kandi had to go. You do that real shit on this song. You know what I'm saying? Plastique had to come in the building. Go on, run that track back. I want to hear what it's saying.
It like isn't this kind of tasteless? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Does she not realize she have younger people who watch her? Like, Instagram is a platform for everyone, kids, adults, grown people, little people. Like, is this funny? Put a 1 in the chat if you looked at this and you thought this was a hoot. Put a 5 in the chat if you thought it was distasteful. And put an 8 in the chat if you just don't give a F.
Sound like
my nails pop off if something pop off. My heels.
Oh Lord, not my nails pop out, child. Look a mess, honey. You said you thought it was good, D. Child, you thought it was distasteful. Sierra Conte said, "I just don't give a F." Okay. Shout out to Sierra. Ooh, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 8. Okay. Gutter trash. Ooh, distasteful. Oh, okay. I don't get it either. I don't get it either. But Kandi thought it was funny. Kandi thought it would be a hoot. And I guess it's a hoot. I guess, the big butts is played out. So I guess now they're gonna do the big breast. It don't make sense though. Like, I guess, child. What she say?
Oh, there you go, huffing and puffing. On live with the toughness, softest dog.
Okay. Okay, she got the nails, she got the wrist, she got the cheekbones. Okay, I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. Okay. I'm over it too, child. Hope I don't get demonetized for Candy's fake titty balls. Oh, moving on. I don't see it for it either. I don't know who won the poll. It looked like a bunch of fives. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of strange. It's not funny. I didn't get it. I don't know. When man hands say something about hoes, we know it's a beef. What? I don't know. So Candy think this gutter video is Oscar Emmy worthy? Mm, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay. Anyway, like this video as y'all get in here, please and thank you. Now, let me go ahead and move on to what y'all want to talk about because I didn't want to spend too much time on it, them, they. But it has been a whole. Have y'all been seeing this whole Junkie Dineva versus everybody situation going on since Monday? Since remember, I told you he got fired from Flop Soul and he was in his feelings. Now all of a sudden it's him against Flop Soul. Claudia Jordan going live saying little slick stuff about him and he catching the shade and now he's shading her. It's just been one thing after the next. OMG. And I'm personally living for it. Okay. Yes, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Like and share. Like and share. You know what though? As y'all coming in, I'm gonna give y'all like 30 seconds. 30 seconds to like this video because apparently y'all ain't liking it. I don't see enough likes. 30 seconds. Y'all really being stingy with these likes. I'm trying to figure out why y'all holding it. Liking is free. Liking is free. Okay. 482 likes. Okay. 1,500 people in here. I guess. Come on. We could do a little bit better than that. I know it's a bunch of trolls in here. It's the flunkies. Okay, that's okay. Flunkies, y'all can thumb it down. It's okay. I just want to know that you here. Like it, dislike it. Okay. Like it, dislike it. I don't care. Okay. Thank y'all so much. We finally hit 500. Okay, listen. He said, put them on pause again. Okay, 30 more seconds. Give me some more. Thank you so much for the likes. Okay, we made it to how many we got? 559, 564. Oh, we might make 600. We might even make 600. Yeah, a blessing. It's a blessing. Now, girl, get on with the show. Don't be coming in, but don't be coming in here bullying me. Don't be coming in here bullying me. I'm a strong black woman. Okay. My name is not colorist Claudia. If I had tears, y'all would not feel sorry for me. Anyway, have y'all seen the stuff that's been going on with Jackie Dineva? Okay, now he is mad. He is upset. He said he got a beef. He has a vendetta against Flop Soul. Now he is going live in the same time slot as Flop Soul. And he want to steal all their people away. He said he is the latest and the greatest, and he should have been doing this 5 years ago or 4 years ago before he even left and went to Flop Soul. And I'm just trying to figure out. It's like, Junkie, thank you for finally giving me my props. I know you watch. I know you have been taking my advice, and I appreciate it. I'm sitting over here low key rooting for Junkie. I'm like, yes, Junkie. I want you to win, Junkie. I want you to give up crack, Junkie. I want you to be your best self, Junkie. That's all I've ever wanted from the beginning. Now, all of y'all who say that I have hated him, that I don't like him, I'm probably his biggest fan. I'm probably his biggest fan. I'm literally sitting over here telling him exactly what to do. Okay, and y'all running back, y'all telling me to shut up, get over it. And meanwhile, I'm still telling him what to do. Low key, giving him the keys to the kingdom, giving him a master class of what to do. I'm like, go live from your own platform. Junkie, they is using you. Junkie, fuck, flop, flop, blah, blah, blah. Flop Soul has been trying to come up off of you since the beginning. Colorist Claudia don't give two flip flops about you, Junkie Dineva. Yes, Michelle is rooting for Junkie. I was literally, listen, I'm low key always rooting for the underdog. Okay. He left the racist ass Flop Soul Network. Allegedly, according to him, he left. But according to my sources, they kicked him to the curb. They said, okay, bye. Your contract is over. We're not renewing. Period. It wasn't no discussion. It wasn't no back and forth. It wasn't no we'll give you the same pay. It wasn't any of that. It was like your contract is over. We're not renewing. Bye. See you later. Sayonara. So he runs to the internet January 1st, 2024 to tell everybody that the contract was not renewed because he forgot. He came up with some elaborate story. I don't even know. He forgot that it was contract time. They called him. They was like, "You gonna sign your contract?" And he said no because they didn't offer him no more money. It was like, what? How does that work? Now, apparently today, was it today or yesterday? I don't know. I can't keep up. Today, Junkie Dineva revealed that he was making $250,000. He was making $250,000 from Flop. So he said he walked away from $250,000. You can't tell him nothing. He got all the money in the world, honey. He been making $250,000 for 4 seasons. That's $1 million, right? That's $1 million, right? So he been making $250,000 for 4 seasons, and he is rich. He got millions over there. Y'all can't tell him nothing. But he left because they wouldn't give him no more money. Junkie Dineva is over there making more than Taraji. Junkie Dineva made more than Monique and Precious. Junkie Dineva made more than Tiffany Haddish and Girls Trip. Made more than who was it? Oh no, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me think. Made more than Marlo her first season having a peach. Made $1 million. What the fuck? You said you wish you was making $250 for 1 hour of talking shit 4 nights a week. Okay. I don't believe anything he says. Okay. But the junkies are going to fall in line. He has them. It's like a cult, honestly. He has them brainwashed. He said whatever he said, they believe it. Now he says he quit. I said he got fired. Y'all believed it until all of a sudden he got this beef with Fox Soul. If you quit Flop Soul, why all of a sudden you got this gigantic, ginormous beef with the network that you want to compete with them? I don't understand. First it was, they on TV. They're everywhere. They're on so many different networks. They're not just on YouTube. Michelle sitting over there, she be talking about now. She just on YouTube. Now he doing the same thing everybody else been doing. Like, what the hell? You said 250 does seem like a lot, and they were doing it at home. He was lying, honey. He was let go. Anyway, he was let go, and I also don't believe he was making 250. And if he was making 250, let me just say this. Do you really believe that he would tell y'all he was making 250? Would he tell y'all he was making 250, or would he lie and say he was making 500? I'm just saying, just like, so I'm just thinking the 250 is just an elaborate tall tale that he came to the internet with. We don't believe him, Junkie Dineva. We don't believe you. Yes, gotta lay it off, child. Michelle, will you be over there auditioning? Yeah, honey, I'm gonna put on my tap dancing shoes and audition too. No, ma'am, I'm good. I appreciate y'all who keep telling me to go over there. Why y'all think I need a job? I don't need no job, honey. I don't need to be over here begging y'all for super chats. I just like coming over here to talk to y'all. I like going over to my little Patreon, having a little tea and talking and playing games and stuff. That's what I like, honey. I'm an old seasoned woman. You said if he is lying, that would be defamation of character. Oh, you don't think he has defamed any people's character? You don't think he has ever defamed people's character? Do you know the things that he has said and about me personally online that I knew if I sued him, I ain't gonna get shit? Do you know? Do you know the things that he has said about other women online? Nobody's gonna sue him because we all know he ain't got it. He spend it. He gives it straight to the drug man. I bet his drug man is rich, allegedly. Allegedly. Listen, all I know is I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know from years past. But there's that. You could get YouTube on smart television. Okay, y'all can see me on y'all TV right now. Y'all looking at me on TV. If you're looking at me on TV, press 5. Okay. If you're looking at me on your TV screens right now, press 5. Hope y'all don't see my leave out sticking up. I gotta get my hair done. Let me see. Andrew Maxi, looking at me on the TV. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, but yes, okay, we're gonna get to that Tasha K situation. But let me start with Flame Monroe first. So y'all know this Flame Monroe is the was the sit-in host this week because apparently Flop Soul is doing the same thing that the Breakfast Club been doing. They've been rotating hosts. They're trying to see who's a good fit. Yada yada yada. Who cares? So, oh, excuse me. So, this week Flame Monroe was the sit-in host. Coincidentally, Tasha K had a interview with Flame Monroe that was scheduled for this week. So Flame Monroe was like, "Okay, I'm on Flop Soul this week, so whatever." So of course, Tasha K used that opportunity to bring up Junkie Dineva because of course Junkie Dineva is trending. He beefing with Claudia. He's beefing with Flop Soul. Let her get into the algorithm. So Tasha K went over there, and this was a key too. This was a whole key. Shout out to Tasha K and Flame Monroe. Hold on, we're gonna look at a little bit of this interview that Tasha K posted on her Instagram. Hold on, sit a spell. We're gonna be here. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. So this one says, Flame Monroe shares why she's happy. Junkie Dineva is no longer a part of Flop Soul. Hold on, let's see it. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on section 107. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and
laughing at his face and playing, behind the scenes and stuff. After his departure from Fox Soul, which he said was his decision. He goes live at the same time. You, Claudia, and Al Reynolds go live, and his live has about 14,000. Fox Soul has about, I believe, 5,000 followers, and it was really messy in both chats. I did talk to Funky, and the first thing I asked Funky was, first of all, I told him, don't do nothing crazy, don't do nothing that I do. But then when he went live and he didn't say anything, I said, okay, I see what you're doing. You've been doing this longer than me, obviously. Basically, I'm trying to prove a point. I'm good over.
And listen. We knew he was trying to prove a point. We knew he had beef with the network, and we knew apparently he was trying to show everyone that he was bigger. He was the biggest star. He was the draw to people watching Flop Soul. But him showing them that he was the draw, my thing is all the people that were watching him I don't know if they were bots or not. Some people say they was bots, some people say they wasn't, some people say that the numbers was going up and down really quickly. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. But what I do know is that people will tune in for a hot mess. People will tune in to watch a train wreck. And that's what it felt like. People weren't tuning in to you over at Flop Soul to watch you spiral out of control, sniffing and snorting and whatever you was doing on the side. They say you was sniffing coke. I don't know, I didn't see it in your nose, but some people say they saw it on their 4K screen. So anywho, let's see what else
over here with or without y'all. There's rumors that there's an underlying beef between you and Funky Dineva.
That ain't no rumor, that's fact.
It's fact.
First of all,
now here's the thing. I know for a fact that Flame Monroe lost a lot of jobs because of the way the gay community, the LGBTQ community, like jumped on her during the whole situation with the Breakfast Club. Like it was T.S. Manhands and Junkie Dineva and Hope Giselle and whoever else with a wig on, child. They all told Flame that Flame was pandering to straight people. Now, I ask you, don't isn't that what they do too? Isn't that what Junkie Dineva does? Pander to the straights. Isn't that what T.S. Manhead does? Panders to straight women. Y'all tell me, because I don't know. It just seems kind of odd that they jumped on the one person that was literally saying, you know, we're not gonna beat up on women. We need to understand them. We need to love women. I don't know.
Carl, you said a very prolific statement when you were telling me what you just said. He left of his own accord. That's it right there. But you're so disgruntled and so angry because what is the adage in Hollywood? The show must go on. They had a great trio with her and Claudia and Al. They did that.
He said, Junkie made that show. It's a struggle over there without him. I'm rooting for him too. Okay, good.
That was a great trio. They worked together comfortably. So you removed your component from the, but then you want to get upset when they bring a guest in. She's not upset that they brought other guests in. She's upset.
You sure he wasn't snorting on TGIF? I mean, go back to the earlier segments. I think he might have stopped snorting, but he was snorting on there too, honey. He was snorting and farting and burping and belching, all the stuff that junkies do.
That they brought my black ass in.
Why?
Because in 2019, when I taped They Ready and it came out, she made a video saying that she didn't care for me. I wasn't funny. The only reason I was on TV was because of T.S. Madison and because of RuPaul and woo woo woo. But if you was such a research analyst and such an educated person, you'd look back to see that I was on Comicville in 2004 and 5. I was on.
Okay, Flame, we get it, Flame. You the greatest. You've been everywhere. You've been on all the comedy shows, Flame. We've been watching you, Flame. We see you.
On another BET show in like 97. I had been on TV a few times. So I've never wanted to be somebody else. So, and I will let you ride it out because my clapback is so nasty. I just really don't want to be doing the clapback.
Here's what I suggested. I
want the clap back, Flame. I want the clap back.
Well, wait a minute. Let me finish my statement. Don't be cutting me off because your whine kicked in.
Yeah, it's okay.
And Claudia kept the show moving. I applaud Fox Soul for keeping the show moving to show that because the adage in entertainment is the show must go on. And I love that they did not let one funky, one monkey, or one junkie stop their show. I love the fact that they did not do that. Because here's the thing.
Damn, I wish I could rewind. Not one fucking one junkie. Wait a minute. Not one fucking one monkey. One junkie.
Show don't run off you. You were a conductor on the train, but Fox Soul was driving the train. See, we lose our place because we think we are so popular that shit won't go on without us. How many people have been replaced? Roseanne replaced the daughter on her show without telling us anything and kept it moving and then brought the girl back. If white folks.
Ooh, okay, so that's just a little piece of the interview. I'm sure there was more. Somebody said that Flame brought up the washer and dryer, child. Flame brought up the washer and dryer. Well, Junkie is pissed off about it. Junkie went on his platform to talk about it and to actually tell the people why exactly he was pissed off. And for some reason, he brought up me. And y'all be like, oh, he don't bring up you. He don't never say your name. He don't do nothing. Now, when I'm gonna let you listen to this first, and I got something to say about it. Hold on. Y'all know the drill, copyright disclaimer, blah, 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 blah. But this is Junkie's video. This is Junkie's video. Hold on. But I'm gonna do this. Okay, y'all know how we do over here. Hold on. Let me put myself down here. That is Junkie talking. Let me put a little Junkie. Where my Junkie thing at? Okay, there you go, right here. Hold on. So let me let you hear it.
Funky Dineva is no longer a part of Fox Soul.
Oh, let me forward that.
Funky Dineva
the same thing I just played. Hold on.
Because of T.S. Madison, they did not do that.
T.S. Madison, those are all lies. Those are all lies. I don't even know what she's talking about. I can't judge her special because I never even watched her special. And her saying, if I did my research, I would have known that she was on TV because of BET and all these things. Let me tell you how much of a hater that I'm not. Flame, I knew you was on BET all them back in the days. And you know why? Because I watched you when I was in middle school. Okay? I watched you in middle school. And to prove to you how much admiration that I actually had for your career.
Is he trying to wait?
An interesting character. I remember this lady's joke from middle school when she came out on Comic View. And
He done said middle school 4 times like he like he a spring chicken. Nigga, you in your 50s. What did you talk about? Okay, middle school. Okay, we get it. You was in middle school before. Okay. What the hell?
Cheryl Underwood was the host, and she said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for y'all host, Wesley Snipes. And Cheryl Underwood got upset, and when she came back out, she went off on Flame Monroe. So, Flame, I knew your ass was on TV back.
Here's the thing about that. That's gaslighting too, because Junkie Dineva trying to start a war and bring up an old joke that Flame Monroe got in trouble for. But, you know, there's that. Hold on.
In middle school, here is what I don't like.
That's middle school for the
Flame
8th time.
Wants to say that the reason that we have beef is because I said she wasn't funny and all this stuff because of her comedy special. If she positions her argument that way, then it gives her validity for the toxicity that she spewed at me. Personally, that way people think, oh, Dineva, you started it. She got the right to talk about you because you talked about her. I never.
But you did talk about her first, Junkie Dineva. You talked about her on your video where you was trying to drag her for being on the Breakfast Club, talking about, you know, she was pandering to the straights and she was like the worst thing to happen to the LGBTQ community, and she was not an asset to the community, and she was gonna be the demise of the gays or something. I don't know, but you went in ham, told her that she was like a minstrel show. Okay, hold on.
Never said those things that Flame said. Now, the second thing that I want to address, Mama, please do not flatter yourself. Flame, for you to think that something that transpired between you and I so many years ago, that I'm sitting up here in 2023, 2024, worried about you and mad about you, baby. I said yes.
Right, the Candace Owens of gay people. That's what he did. It was the Candace Owens of gay people.
That I had no issue with you, Flame, and that you were just a pawn in a bigger game. And I realized that part of the confusion, and maybe Flame is confused, is because I didn't say a name.
Well, here's the thing. We get it. It was Claudia. We know all along it was Claudia. But at the end of the day, like, how could anyone, especially Claudia or your former employer or anyone, use Flame Monroe as a pawn if you didn't have a problem with him? If you didn't have a problem with Flame, there was no reason for you to even get mad about the situation. Why is it that all of a sudden, I ain't got no problem, but you admit that you said that Flame would never, ever, ever have a job on Flop Soul as long as you were there. You tried to pull a Kandi. And you see how that worked? Listen, Kandi did it to Phaedra. Now you trying to do it to Flame Monroe. You see how people be doing?
Issue, Flame, my issue, world, is not with Flame Monroe. My issue is with Claudia Jordan.
Blah, blah, blah. We know
it now. My issue is with Claudia Jordan.
Blah, blah, blah.
Flame, you were just a pawn in Claudia's game.
How? How can anybody be a pawn if they don't affect you? They don't trigger you.
It's out there now.
How could they be a pawn?
Now, I'm going to reserve why I have an issue with Claudia Jordan, just in case somebody want to get froggy. I'm going to leave that one in the chamber, because that one is a semi-automatic weapon that's going to spray up everybody and everything if I unload that clip. But for the record, my issue is not with Flame.
Colorist Claudia.
My issue is with Claudia Jordan.
Ooh.
Flame, I'm not disgruntled. Okay? Let me be very clear with y'all. I'm actually proud of myself. I walked away from a $250,000 a year job.
What? 250,000?
Most people will never see that much money in their lifetime on a job.
Really?
I walked away from a $250,000 a year job on my own volition.
For real?
Because I bet on me.
Where is the text he read
with it.
What's her name? Is that on here?
Moving right along.
It was because of T.S. Madison.
Was the conductor and the organizer of all this.
Oh no.
So, which is very much believable because she's in LA.
I'm trying to find a text message.
For the reason why I'm going to is because the name that I'm about to say was the.
Okay, I'm over it. Okay, I'm over it. I don't want to hear from him no more. Okay, well, anyway, he read a text message at some point where he was basically saying that he told Tasha K that it was something that she did with Michelle Brown that made him mad. Like that shit you did with Michelle Brown. What she do with me? I'm still at a loss to understand what did Tasha K do to me. Tasha K allowed Junkie Dineva to go on her show to drag me full of lies, okay? To talk about I had a fishy vagina, I was musty, I was this, I was that, and all of that, said all of that, but did not say anything about the real reason why you was mad. Like, I don't even understand. Like, he was nasty. He's also, somebody sent me something and said he admitted the line about, dragging women for their hygiene because he know that a woman can never outlive that once somebody spray you with that or whatever. And I'm like, I could kill this child. He's a known liar. So anyway, but yeah, so how is it that you mad that Tasha took the video down and apologized to me? That's like saying, okay, so you was doing other little shit behind the scenes to try to, like, I don't know, get people to feel a way about me. I've never met Tasha K ever. When I first came to YouTube, was trying to figure out why she didn't like me, why she was dragging me, what was going on. Same thing with T.S. Manhands. I was like, I don't know T.S. Manhands from a can of paint. Why is he going in on me for reporting about the Queen's Court? I've said it many times that they had all banded together. So here we go again, another situation of the same thing. But this time, Junkie Dineva feels they banding together against him. I'm like, oh, karma. Don't you love when karma come back to bite these people in the ass? Now you got colorist Claudia over there crying, talking about she blocked Junkie Dineva because he called her and cursed her out and made her cry. Oh, she's weaponizing them white tears. Hold on, let me play a little clip of that, child. We got a whole lot. And then I'm gonna let y'all talk because I just been sitting back watching. I really don't care. It's no victims in this, none at all. All of these people.
That's all I'm giving. And that's it. Listen, y'all. I keep a lot of stuff to myself that is painful. To not have World War III. And we're gonna continue that. I want to keep it classy. So
what?
Classy. Please don't try to push me into saying more. If you fuck with me and you like me, then stay following me. If you don't, then leave.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I know how I'm good to people. I know how I treat people. And we're going to leave it at that. And I can sleep well at night because I am proud of myself. I unfollow if you disrespect with me and yell at me and make me cry. So yes, I did.
Oh, she unfollow people when they disrespect her and they make her cry. When they make her cry, she's unfollowing them. When they call her a bitch, when they say all of these things to her, and she's gonna cry. So just for the sake of this argument, let's let Claudia be a black woman today. Just for the sake of this argument. How many black women does Junkie Dineva have to fight for y'all to realize that he don't like black women? Okay. Now he wants to fight colorist Claudia. Look, he wanted to fight me. He used to drag me. Who else? He wanted to damn near fight Chloe Bailey. Like, he was talking about Blue Ivy's hair. He dragged Kandi, she dumped him. He dragged her mama in her place. He had dragged Quad, but I guess they made up. He had dragged Tamar before. Who else? How many women does it got to be for y'all to realize this Negro does not like black women? Okay. Hit that like button if you are enjoying the stream. Now, let me move on to the next thing. Okay, hold on. I'm not through yet. I'm not through with him. Not yet. I had one more. Was this it? Let me see. Like this video. Anyway, so the past couple of days he's been going live. He's been getting hella numbers, hella live stream numbers. in comparison to Flop. So people are like, you're winning, Junkie Dineva, you're winning. But he didn't have a plan. He admits he did not have a plan. He came on all willy-nilly. And my thing is, if you knew that you were walking away, wouldn't you? I guess I would think you would have a plan. Now he just happy to know that he could do it. And my thing is, that is so great that people have hyped you up, and now you had the confidence to do the shit that you could have did 3 years ago. You had the same following 3 years ago. You had the same opportunity to go live on your platform 3-4 years ago. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, I can do this. Y'all, I'm about to buy some microphones. I'm about to do this. But you're a millionaire. You could have been doing it if you wanted to do it. And then another thing that he was saying, the reason that he walked away was because the time he was doing 5 days a week. It wasn't worth the money. He don't understand how 5 days a week. I mean, I could just, I like to go to the bar. I like to just sit out. I could just drop one video a week and make that. Now all of a sudden you doing the exact same thing. You going live 5 days a week, like you was doing on Flop Soul. Like I'm so anyway, it's just funny to me just to see all of the hypocrisy. It's funny to see him upset at Tasha K for apologizing to me for posting or having him on her channel dragging me. She actually, I guess she deleted the video. I don't know. Then for Flame Monroe, he dragged Flame Monroe, won't take accountability, wanted to apologize privately, even though he disrespected her publicly, which was an interesting scenario. Now all of a sudden, Junkie Dineva is saying he's so above the drama. He doesn't like the drama. He just wants to be left alone out of the drama when all he is drama. I love it. I love it. I think it was more than him leaving, and the money was the tip of the iceberg. I hope he sees this. You are literally telling him how to win. I told him how to win. I could go back to previous videos that I did a year ago. And you know what? Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm about to find some receipts. I'm gonna put this link in the chat for anybody to call in and let me know what you think about this drama. But I gotta go in the archives for a second. I gotta prove this to the Junkie Bunch. It's not just about my townhouse that I was pissed off about him, but even with that, I'm just gonna show you that I have been saying favorable things about him this entire time. Hold on. Let me put a little music in while y'all wait.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so I did a video a while back about the real reason Cocktails with Queens was canceled. Okay, y'all remember that? Y'all go watch it. Somebody said in my comment section, when was this? This was 6 months ago. Okay, this was 6 months ago. Somebody said right here 7 days ago at the 10-minute, 15-second mark, quiet as it's kept. Funky must have watched this video because he's literally saying the same thing. Now let me see what I was saying six months ago. They used Junkie Dineva to build a network. Now you got to give him credit because he built a whole YouTube channel by himself. But his dumb ass didn't think that was pertinent. He would rather make a check from somebody else than make his own check. He would rather be on the clock for somebody else than be his own manager. Some people need structure, and I ain't mad at that. But okay, for all of you who are wondering what happened with the Cocktails with the Queens on Flop Soul, that is what happened. They weren't bringing in the numbers. None of them alone or collectively can bring in the YouTube numbers, okay, from, like a YouTuber, which is what Junkie Dineva was. Like any show on that network, none of those shows have numbers like the one show that has a YouTube on there because the show is primarily on YouTube. Now, that's what I was saying 7 months ago. I'm just letting y'all know this ain't new. This ain't new. And he should thank me for giving him the keys to the kingdom. Hi, LB. Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Go ahead, LB. You go first.
Well, girl, all I have to say is if receipts was a person, it would be you. Every single time I get on this live, and I don't get to catch lives as often, but man, they really need to leave you alone. Who was that they always was talking about? I had all the arsenal on one of the shows that they said they had an arsenal. You have the arsenal, and honestly, regardless of like you, even if you're biased in certain situations, especially with what, and you deserve to be, especially with what happened with Funky, to be betrayed by somebody that you considered your friend and you truly genuinely from your heart was trying to help out. I mean, you did, but you still try and stay neutral. You still have given good advice and everything. The only time you really, show your behind is when they were, attacking you. So you're supposed to definitely fight back. As far as Flame Monroe, man, listen, it was I saw it. It was very entertaining. As far as he, she, we got in all the jabs. I mean, may have held it in for several years, but it was like the he, she, we of Cat Williams version. The entire time was really going. I mean, but I agree.
But Jackie not even really disrespected and defamed Flame Monroe. Like, if you go back to that video, like, he really said some foul things about Flame Monroe in that video, and he had people like creating petitions, and like it was like a dog whistle to the gay community to like attack, and they all attacked Flame over the stuff that fucking Dineva was saying in that video.
Yeah, I honestly felt like, he, she, we made some great points and could have attacked and responded sooner, but didn't. I am a true believer that if you can shame me in public, you should definitely apologize in public. I mean, even if we had a conversation behind the scenes, you still will have to come out in public and apologize, because that is how you hurt my brand. That is how you have people attacking me in my DMs and, just shooting shade and making videos and things of that nature. So I completely agree.
Well, Mickey, what do you think about tonight or this topic?
Child, the whole time I was thinking about you, Michelle. The whole time. I was like, there Michelle go once again. But what is confusing to me is that Dineva's been on YouTube since I was in high school. So
no, say middle school. Middle school. Like
no, deadass. Like I remember he used to review Atlanta Housewives when I was in high school, but he just now had this revelation of I can build my own channel. Sir, you been had this channel with all these subscribers.
With the same amount of subscribers. It's like, what are you talking about, Jackie Dineva?
What are you talking
that's
about?
why and I'm saying it in jest, but I'm dead ass serious. Did you just give up crack? Like, did you literally did the fog just lift? How is it that now, after all these years, all of a sudden you had this epiphany when you could have literally done this 3-4 years ago?
You know what it is, Michelle? I think he has said that he don't like reality TV no more. That it's just intellectually lazy, everybody's doing it, and he don't really care to talk about reality shows. When he
But
was
isn't that what he
you,
was doing on Fox Soul though? Weren't they speaking about reality shows on Fox Soul? I don't really watch. I don't watch that show. I can count on one hand how many episodes. But the ones that I did see, they were talking about reality stars, quite a few. Like every week, they're recapping what happened, what is happening on the Housewives of Atlanta, on Potomac, on
yeah.
come on.
But that's what he was saying, and I think he probably stopped making videos as often on his YouTube, and then he got on, Fox Soul, but he just like it's very confusing. Why would he, now, I could build my own channel instead of building somebody else's brand? Well, you should have been doing that. And
Maybe he received the advance. Maybe he needed that advance that they gave him to straighten out some things, because from what I hear, YouTube only paid once a month. So perhaps he needed that little advance that they gave him, and that was enough for him to switch up.
And also,
but
Michelle.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
I remember when he dragged you, his main clapback was all he had is time, and he had all this money coming in, and he's this and he's that. But the minute
he should be a billionaire by now, child.
The minute he got fired, he runs back to the YouTube. I thought you was a rich white woman. What's going on, Dineva? What is going on? And why did he say that he doesn't have a problem with Flame, but then he's calling Flame, like, clearly does have a problem with him, because then he said he got a problem with Claudia because Claudia brought Flame. It just, is he okay?
Wait, I got one more little clip to play. I wanted to play this little clip of when he said that now he's accusing Claudia of saying he can't pay his rent. But I don't know. I ain't heard her say that. I don't know. But it feels like he's weaponizing his platform yet again to send people over there to attack her. And like I said, there are no victims in this. Claudia is trash too. Claudia did some fucked up shit too, to me, to him, to whoever. Like, I know she's been going behind the scenes, giving bloggers information. That's why they knew that it was more than what he was saying. And so a lot of bloggers was coming on the scene, reporting about it and how he posted and deleted that. They asked him for a microphone back, and he posted and said, "That's so ghetto. You asking me for your equipment back." But it's like, if you quit, why are you so deeply invested in all of that shit? If you quit, you happy, you walked away from $250,000, send them back their little cheap ass microphone. Who gives a fuck? You made 250 G's. You could go buy your little $100 microphone. Send the shit back. I don't get it. It's weird.
Yeah.
But hold on, I want to play this clip of him saying, I had it in my little queue, so I want to play it while I was still here. Of him basically saying that Claudia recently said he quit because he's not there anymore and can't pay his rent, so he begging for money. Something. Hold on, let me see.
And we're gonna have all of that. So before we get the show underway, I'm gonna touch on.
Y'all know I gotta put my little junkie. Hold on.
That's why you had the church background. I didn't even know that.
That was his background. Let me put my little junkie up.
I know, but you had them in red.
This thing one more time, and for me, this is gonna be the end of it. I don't know why Claudia Jordan won't leave me alone, and she went on her live yesterday, and I didn't watch it, because I have no interest in watching anything that's going to upset me. But all of the headlines now are Claudia Jordan says Funky Dineva can't pay his rent. Funky Dineva's in Miami struggling to pay his rent. Y'all, that shit's not even worth addressing.
Why you bring it up?
Now, we all know many years ago I had that issue in Atlanta with old girl.
Why he bring it up?
I just don't think that there's any person alive on this side of the Mason-Dixon line that honestly believes Funky Dineva is having a financial problem. The shit is laughable. All right. I live my life too fabulously out loud to not be able to pay my rent, Miss Jordan. Additionally, people who are
there's a lot of broke people who live out loud
that are paying $250,000 a year. If I walked away from $250,000, imagine how much I have and how much I'm making. I do not now, nor have I ever since I've been in Miami had a problem paying my rent. Okay, I'm gonna let you have this one because I'm really ready for this situation to be done. I've proven my point. I've won this war and this battle. From this moment on, I'm really done with it. Just leave me alone.
Till tomorrow.
Just leave me alone.
This whole thing was done.
Leave me alone.
I left Fox Soul, I left amicably. I did a nice video. You and Al did a nice, loving farewell to me.
Well, why?
That
How
I
did we get
thought
here
was
then?
genuine, and that was
How did we
the
get
end
here?
of it. Then all of a sudden, I wake up. Claudia Jordan says, Funky Dineva's no Taraji P. Henson. Claudia Jordan says, we were making a cute coin. Claudia Jordan, you're doing interviews. You're throwing jabs on air. We're talking about the budget cuts at Fox Soul and referring to me. You know, the other underhanded shit that you did and the things
Didn't he
that you've
start
been
first?
doing that I'm not going to reveal
But
just
he was
yet
making
if you leave me alone.
250,000. Claudia said it was budget cut.
All was well when I parted ways with Fox Soul. None of this had to be. None of it had to be. But you decided to insert yourself into something that had nothing to do with you, and you made it personal. And now we are where we are today. Miss Mamas, leave it alone.
Sound like a threat.
Leave it alone.
Sound like a threat.
Leave it alone.
What
Let's
you
just
gonna
leave it
do if
alone.
she don't?
All right. Let's.
Colorist Claudia, I'm gonna need you to clap back.
He got bit by that TDJ bug when he said, I'm not going to address it, but then end up addressing it in the same breath.
I need Colorist Claudia to clap back. She was like, oh, I blocked him. He cursed at me and made me cry.
Hey,
There's
Michelle.
the Karen coming out again. The white woman weaponizing them tears. I can't say I cried at my townhouse and y'all said it's my fault.
Hey, Michelle.
What up?
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
What up,
I
Michelle?
just want to say real quick, Funky has been anti-Black women for a very long time. I saw the video he did responding to Dr. Jackie, and it was very dismissive because he doesn't have a womb. He doesn't see a gynecologist. So the response he made was very cold, and he took up for her saying, oh, well, this is the first time she's ever had anything like a big basically this is the first time she's ever been caught in a bad light. She's been known for really good things, and like just not even caring that Black women die at an alarming rate when they go into labor. In the healthcare field, they don't care about, as a collective, a lot of healthcare providers don't care about Black women, and we go through a lot. So he didn't even take time out to consider that. So she was dismissive. She was wrong for what she said, and as every response she's getting is justified, and also patients are coming out on TikTok explaining when they went to go see her how she was acting. So that let me know right there that just solidified it for me, because like, what the hell? Like, who thinks like that? Who justifies that? Like, he's not a woman. He doesn't have a womb. So like, it was very disgusting. And when he was with T.S. Madison and the stuff T.S. Madison was saying about women being on their cycle and stuff, so I agree with you with everything. You've been called it out, and you've been saying it for years, and people was trying to get you to be quiet, saying you were hating, you were bitter, but everything you said, people are now seeing it.
I appreciate y'all. And listen, I got a lot of apologies too now. I got some of the junkie bunch converted to aliens, but my thing is, y'all can still be Team Funky. I don't care. Only thing I want you to do is just keep your eyes open and don't stand for the disrespect. That's all. Because the more emboldened he is to say, the disrespectful things, it's like y'all just take it. I'm like, damn.
I mean, he says he wants to be a rich white woman. Who he aspires to be.
Not the patients were bots. Not the patients were bots.
No, they were really.
It was real people. So real people came and did videos, and I think it was Dr. Heavenly that said that the patients weren't real or something. Because I actually had planned a show to talk about, all of the patients that have come forward, and some more have come forward. So I may still do that show.
Yo, what's up,
I
Michelle?
agree with the young lady who mentioned that.
Flame Monroe is in the chat, y'all.
I agree with the young lady that mentioned that, because at the end of the day, you can have no record and commit a robbery, a burglary, or murder and still get life. So you know, let's be on. I mean, let's be honest. To me, I felt like Dr. Jackie always been like a little nice, nasty person, and
Yeah.
always was the use Heavenly as the puppet. She say what she want behind the scenes, and Heavenly says it out loud. That's just my opinion, and she shared my middle name. Ain't that something?
So what? So what y'all think about Kandi's video?
Child. Kandi had see, I don't think she realized how corny she actually is. I don't think she like realizes that. She's looking like an AI character.
Does she look like Tia's?
Child.
She need a real one in her corner like me, who would call her on her ish. Like, girl, why?
Right.
Like, like, what? You have all these so-called people who's supposed to be your friend. I understand you pay me, but I'm still gonna be a real one. I can't be bought. I would be like, I would have been like, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Even going through the whole transition of making the boobs and all that stuff. Like, what is the goal? What is the point?
I'll tell y'all what the goal is. Kandi knows what to do to keep herself relevant. We wasn't talking about her, but now we're talking about her again.
That's true.
Y'all
But
can
this
say
is
what
the
you want,
same
but Kandi's
person that claims she got so many jobs and she can't even, she doesn't even have time to spend with her kids. Like, don't you guys find this crazy? Like,
no,
seriously.
not really, not really. Todd is there for the kids. You know what I'm saying? She's the working parent, and Todd is there. Would y'all? I mean, what if Todd was making all the money and Kandi was at home? Kandi knows what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give her props. But yo,
And she
Michelle,
probably
first of all, I want to thank you for letting me put that clip out there. It's getting a lot of views. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
Remember you told me I can clip that apology up or your statement. Yeah, it's getting a lot of views. But yo, so you know I watch everybody's lives, right? And so this is what I deducted from what's going on with the funky thing, right? So you I think you're right that he did get fired, right? But what I deducted, and this coming out from their mouths, right, is that Fox is about to move into a studio, right? That show is about to move into a studio, and I'm hearing that the people that's in charge, they were done with Funky's antics, and they didn't want him there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing that like you said, they didn't renew his contract, but his dumb self is doing. We don't seen this story play out again, right? And it's kind of like what your friend did, you know. No, the negotiation didn't go the way you wanted. Then you're gonna put out this nice video at first and say, okay, well, thank you, network, yada yada yada. But then you think about it and you get mad, you know. And now he's in his feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what he's about to do,
because now he has to work in order to get whatever money he was claiming he was making. He gotta work.
He's messing it up for himself because we all done seen when you do it that way, you get blackballed. You know what I'm saying? He should have just left that apology out there and then did the YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe he would have went on to work. But ain't no studio gonna mess with him now because now he's considered a liability.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, is that they should have been like a non-compete or something? Because why is
don't
it
they
that
do
he
that?
can like literally go head to head against his own show that he allegedly had a contract with? You know what I'm saying? Because usually, even when the contract is over, it's a certain time period before you can actually compete. Was it just a week?
Well,
You know,
obviously they didn't
and
do it.
why did he not start that first week? Why start the second week? It wasn't because of Flame Monroe. You know what I mean? So
I don't
all
see
the
the
things that
numbers
he's
being the
saying.
same.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said I don't see the numbers being the same. I feel like because a lot of YouTubers was talking about the situation and then bringing Flame Monroe on, and you know, content creators were kind of amping it up. I think everybody was just tuning into his live videos to see what his response will be. I don't think the numbers will continue to be the same as they are at this
They're
point.
not. They're
Do you
not. They're
think that's
already
why he
going
keeps
down.
clickbaiting
Like yesterday
Claudia?
was
Like
7,000.
even when he said, I'm sorry, Ronald, what'd you say?
I'm agreeing with the caller before. They're going down. Yesterday was 7,000. 14,000 was his peak. Then the next day it was lower, like 13,000. Yesterday it was 7,000. So everybody just want to tune in just to hear the mess. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And now
And
we're
the first
bored.
video that he did, he didn't even talk about anything.
Hmm.
He didn't
The
say
first video,
anything.
he was
He was
allegedly
talking
He
about
was high.
high and drunk. Yes,
he
for
he was
real.
talking about Cat Williams, the first video, but he said, "I'm done like sparing people. I'm about to let it rip, yada yada yada." But then he's talked about Taraji and Cat Williams, and then they were calling, like, I think the live viewers were calling him out and say, "Oh, this is clickbait. You're not talking about nothing, whatever." And then it was the second video where he addressed the situation.
Well,
No,
perhaps he was just
but
trying to
Claudia,
solidify and make sure he was gonna have that rent money for February.
y'all check this out though. Claudia's a piece of work too. And this is what came out of her own mouth from one of her videos. So she said that the reason why Cocktail for Queen got cut was not because of the ratings, it's because it was an expensive show to produce, right? So
Oh.
this is what now this is I'm coming in and saying what I'm deducting from it, right? So I think the network came to her and said, now you can have either take take your TGIF show and you get 5 days a week, or you can stay where we're at. You know what I'm saying? But if we go 5 days a week, we're gonna have to cut Cocktails with Queens, and she chose to cut Cocktails the Queen to go to that 5 days a week.
So they go live 5 days a week,
They go
TGIF?
5 days a week now. Yep.
Damn.
But the network said we can't do both.
Oh.
So she's a piece of
Because
work.
but originally they weren't going 5 days a week, right? Originally
No,
TGIF was
so
1
both
day or
shows
2
started
days.
out with no. So Queens of Cocktail was 2, and the other show was 1, right?
Oh.
But they were both pulling in the same ratings, and this is what Claudia said, right? But the network is looking out. Okay, if they're doing the same same ratings, but we got to pay this show this amount of money, and Claudia said it was like in the millions, you know, because they had to pay all them A or B list stars, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And they said, okay,
Vivica.
but the other shows still making these ratings. It would be smarter for us just to cut that show and extend their time.
I feel the opposite because the other, like the Cocktails with Queens, would draw in more older ladies who don't necessarily want to, because everybody's not down for the LGBTQ. No offense. Like, I mean, I have people in my family who's like that, and best and great friends I grew up with and things of that nature. But I mean, honestly, I felt like it would have been better doing both. I don't feel like either one of them was worth doing 5 days a week, to be
No,
honest.
but you got to look at it from a production standpoint. You know what I'm saying? The other show was way more expensive to produce. So they're
But they're
thinking they're,
talking about the same like shade room
But here's the
topics.
thing: how was any of these shows expensive to produce when they literally sit on Zoom?
Remote.
well,
Thank
whether
you.
they were sitting on Zoom or not, they and Vivica, you got to pay her. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay Lisa Ray, and then the other one.
Lisa
So
Ray,
Claudia said
really?
they were paying them stars a whole lot of money. You know,
Again,
Lisa
I
Ray?
take what a
Yeah.
lot of people say with a grain of salt because at the end of the day,
Definitely.
nobody is going to tell you exactly what
Exactly what it
people are
is,
being
yeah.
paid. You know what I
Exactly.
And
mean?
the thing
know
For a
is,
exactly what was
company.
being paid. She just said
don't
it was
And
more
B, how
expensive.
would she know what they're getting paid? Does she negotiate their contracts?
Well, she's one of the executive producers. She knows what they're getting paid.
She ain't even listed as an executive producer. Did she admit that she didn't have her paperwork in order and she didn't trademark her stuff?
I didn't hear that, so I don't
but
know.
Yeah.
isn't it like
I
rule
mean,
number
isn't
one, you never
Oprah?
talk about your salary?
I mean, Oprah was the executive producer on The Color Purple, and she claimed she ain't know they did about the dressing room situation or the food.
She's
And she
lying.
way bigger than Claudia. So let's come on now, be for real.
She's lying. She
I
knew.
agree with Michelle. Take it with a grain of salt, child.
Yeah. And like I said in Michelle's last thing I was on in 2024, them women should not have had to go through what they went through on The Color Purple set. For real, $100 million budget, and you ain't got everything in order.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Oh,
the
they
budget?
had it in order the way they
Jackie
wanted
Dineva
to
was
spend the
making more than
money.
they was making on the Color Purple set.
Michelle.
Kai, hey Marco, Kai, how you doing, friend? You kind of quiet.
Yes.
Michelle.
Okay.
What would you like to talk about tonight, Kai?
I just I agree with you. It's just crazy how all this is unfolding because I swear, like years ago when you was waking it up and you showed your townhouse, and I feel like
Oops, I'm sorry. I think I muted you by mistake. I'm sorry, Kai.
it's okay,
I'm
hon.
sorry.
I feel like people were just really cold to you because I would have been traumatized personally. If that happened to me, I would have been traumatized. And I feel like people were really dismissive. Like people are quick to say, get over it when it like until they have like an asset themselves because a lot of his fans, I'm sure they don't have good credit. I'm sure they don't have assets. So it was nothing to them. So when you
Right,
work
because he
hard for
doesn't have
something,
it.
right. So when you work hard for something, you have an asset, you're gonna care. It's gonna hurt you when somebody fuck up your no, I shouldn't curse, but when somebody mess up your stuff. So I just felt like he was dismissive, his fans, because they obviously don't own anything. So I hate that happened to you, and you do have a right to still talk about it. I don't care if it's 20 years later. It happened. It's facts.
I appreciate it.
Michelle,
But
you
here's
having your
why I talk
Monique
about it.
moment.
And I keep saying this, I think it goes over people's heads. At this point, it's not even about the townhouse. It's about what he did
The
after
principal.
that. No, the principal, yeah, but
After the
after that,
fact.
he went on the internet and tried to smear my name, tried to
Hmm.
smear my reputation, was calling me fish, got these women out here thinking I'm walking around stinking up the room. Like everything he said was like so outrageous and crass. It was like it was no need for me to even respond to the things that he was saying. It was just the fact that he was saying it. So it's like, okay, since you're gonna have people out here labeling me fish and whatever, you're junkie Dineva for the rest of your life. You
As if
know?
I
messing
didn't
up
like that.
your townhouse wasn't enough to
I
go
didn't
on the
like
Yes,
internet
that
and slander you.
because I feel like
exactly.
Funky and man hands, they love talking about women's hygienes, body parts, anatomy. Like it's weird. Like men don't smell, or like those parts they have don't smell.
Right. I wanted
Or
to show
as if
y'all
they're not
something.
trying to be us. Let's be for real.
Yeah, but
You
I
can't talk
wanted to
about
show
the
y'all
same very
something.
people that you dressing up to be every day
Yeah.
or claiming to be. Let's be
Well,
honest.
it's just a level of disrespect that they have for women. Okay, so somebody said, hold on. At the 30 minute to 30, hold on. Somebody told me to pull up this video. Hold on, let me look at it. Anita D. 1924. That was on the other day, 1924. And is it still there? Okay, at the what mark? 30-minute mark. Hold on, 30. Okay, so she told me to watch this. And she said, okay, I'm gonna read it. She said, hello, Michelle. I was fast forwarding through Junkie's latest video today when I heard him admit that out of anger, he will tell a lie about a woman's personal hygiene. It's at the 30-minute mark. Please, you have to watch it and put his ashy ass on blast. The mere sight of him makes my skin crawl, blah, 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 blah. So hold on. Let me see. Because basically he telling you what he'll do. Let me put my thing up. Y'all know copyright disclaimer, blah, 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 blah. Under Section 108 Copyright Act, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research.
Researching.
Hit it hard from the bag. I bet you Carlos King took his gay ass down there and bailed Martell out. Where was your man
Thanks,
sleeping
Voodoo.
at last night, Carlos King house? And whoop. And whoop. Y'all want me to go back to
Who is
Huntsville?
that?
If I go back to Huntsville, they gonna have to let me back on the show. And I'm bringing Miss Wanda
This was
on.
the wrong
All
time
right,
stamp.
John. All right, it's 19,000.
This was the wrong time stamp. I don't know where to go now.
Girls go see the new color purple. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have not seen it.
I don't know where it is, Anita. You gave me the wrong time stamp. I went to the 30, 30, 34, and 30, 35. 30, 34. Hold on. That was it. Or do you
For
want
the
me to go to
person who's
the next
commenting on the stream, I saw Flame's full interview, and she did say that that Funky is lying about having an issue. That there was never an issue until he brought her up. So
Oh,
yes,
Junkie Dineva is definitely having an issue with Flame. He's been having an issue with Flame. He says a
yeah,
lot of derogatory things about Flame. Hold on.
but wants to apologize behind the scenes instead of it being in public.
Right. Let me see if this is. I can't find a timestamp.
In the building for her, unlike there's room in the building for anybody else that's trying to come in here because the fire marshal about to shut us down. Moving right along, honey.
I don't see it.
Performance, but the people really.
Oh wait, I'm not gonna search for it. These are wrong timestamps, but I appreciate you, Anita D, for trying. Hey Marco, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you, Voodoo Doll, for the cash app.
Hey, why do you think Funky Dineva hates women?
Because he's
Because of
not
the things
one.
that he's that too, and because of the things that he said about women. Because of his fixation on women's body parts, for his disrespect of women, for the things he said about Chloe Bailey, for him calling a 7-year-old girl ugly, for him saying Gabby Douglas has nappy hair. Like everything that he says, every insult that he throws out is against a woman. So why wouldn't you think that he has a problem with women? When has
And
he
even Blue
thrown out
Ivy.
insults against men?
No,
And even Blue Ivy. He put Blue Ivy on blast as well.
But what do you think it comes from?
I don't know. I'm not
I think
his
it's
therapist or
self-hate.
nothing.
I think it's
I mean, but
self-hate.
I mean, maybe he has some problems with his mother or grandmother or somebody matriarchal in his household. I don't know why he would have problems with women. All I know is that he does have a disdain for women, and in particular, dark-skinned black women get the most heat.
Because he's a dark-skinned black man who was gay and then started dressing as a woman and more than likely wasn't accepted, especially within the black community. So
I mean, but he's not attractive.
I think it's
that doesn't mean anything. I mean,
And he
there's
calls
somebody
women
for
bitch,
he
and
knows he's
so
not-
many people have told him not to, and he refuses to. He still does it. Like he doesn't care. He doesn't respect women. So it's like, why should I do what they say?
I think it's just deeper than looks because to be honest, I know some unattractive people, child, and they still get some. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
don't
look the
think it has
same in the
anything to do with
dark.
his
I'm
looks.
just saying, everybody look the same in the dark. But I agree with Michelle. Like I or whoever said that. Like I think it is more like some self-hate, or it's more like his experiences. What he experienced growing up and coming out is realizing that he was gay or bisexual. I don't know or care to know his preference. But I do know that he dressed like a woman and he is dark skinned. And for him to come at Michelle, who is a dark skinned, beautiful woman who was your friend, who actually tried to help you out genuinely from her heart, and you betray her behind the scenes and I honestly, I don't own any property. However, I felt her pain watching that video because I'm just like, when you love hard and you try to do right by people and they betray you in that way, and then for him to come around and betray her in public, that was like a double whammy.
Oh, when he went to the internet, I was done, honey. I was like, oh my God. And then he was like an evil. I don't even want, like, I think about it, it was like an evil genius. Like, I don't even know. The video is gone now if he ever puts it up, whatever. But he was like bringing up people's names that had nothing to do with it to try to create conflict with me and other people. So it sounds like he's doing the same thing with Claudia now. You know what I'm saying? He's done the same thing with Flame Monroe. Like I don't know what his problem is. He seems like a miserable person who likes to create chaos.
And drugs don't help, allegedly.
I think with Funky, I think it's self-hate, and it's not just all about looks, but at the same time, he's dark skinned, he's not attractive, he know he isn't, because I didn't like when when you woke it up about Claudia being colorist, and you provided proof, so you're not just talking, because there's videos of her being colorist. But when he was saying, oh well, um you're mad because Claudia is light skinned and all this other stuff and whatever, conventionally attractive or what, like trying to paint it like black isn't beautiful, dark skinned women aren't beautiful, like we're all insecure, we want to be light skinned and all that. It was given very just anti-black, colorist as hell, because there are black women who love their skin tone, they love being melanated, they love their black features. Everybody doesn't want to be biracial. So yeah, you could just listen to him, and the anti-black womanness, the anti-black just comes out, it just spills out.
I
Oh,
felt
wait
like
a
he
minute.
was
Anita
just
is back with the
mirroring the
timestamp.
hate that he was receiving. I mean, being a dark skinned man would be difficult because, of the time frame in which he grew up. And being a dark skinned gay man, let alone being a dark skinned gay man that dressed like a woman. Like, I mean, I can just only, I'm not, um, I can be an empathetic person. Like, I can just imagine the type of things and the hate and whatever he may have endured during that time of growing up and going through those things. So maybe he just really need to seek some counseling or a therapist and try and heal, instead of attacking black women, because that's your main core audience. Like, how are you gonna try? How are you gonna attack the same people who are basically paying you? Because when we hit when we hit y'all streams or y'all videos, hit the like button, we comment. That all helps every content creator to get paid.
Right. Hold on. Anita D sent me the timestamp of when he said those things. And this too, Marco, might kind of give you some insight. Oh wait. Did I put it up? I didn't put it on the stage. Hold on. 29:35. Click, click, click. 29:35.
I would have attacked her hygiene. I would have called her all types of oysters Rockefeller. And I'd have said, that's why I was unable to make you come, because I was too busy trying to run, Captain Crab. Okay, see, y'all girls don't be knowing what to say. The straight men be thinking that they don't need a gay friend. They don't be knowing what to say. The straight men be thinking that they don't need a gay friend. The straight men need a gay friend so y'all can learn how to read. Because she would not have gotten away with doing me like that in front of capacity. I could have stayed home to be embarrassed. I don't put on all my good clothes, my good cologne. I don't put some gold bomb powder down on my little dick. And you gonna talk about it? That's supposed to be private. See, that's the problem with y'all. Things ain't private no more. It's my private.
So see what I mean? Like, he's angry at the woman. Why are you angry at the woman? Ain't got nothing to do with you. And then you angry about a woman about straight information. He always says, things about like, don't talk about like gay relationships or whatever, but he's always inserting himself in straight people relationships. Thank you, Miss Williams, for the cash out.
Even bigger than that, if things are supposed to remain private, then if you decided to leave your job, then why blast all your co-hosts when you yourself said they gave you a great farewell?
Yeah.
Like, it's all like he contradicts himself a lot. I'm sorry, I just can't get into his content. Much
I
power
just
to
like to
those
keep
who
talking about
can.
it because I feel like the more I
No, I
talk
mean,
about
I'm
it,
not.
like,
I'm not putting you down, Michelle. I'm just
no, it's
saying,
fine.
in general, like, that's just. I don't know. Like, I just can't get into that.
I think it's also important because I saw a video where he said he was hanging out somewhere in Miami, and the working girls were out in the street, and like a dark skinned black girl so his friend was trying to talk, like he had a black friend with him, and the guy was trying to talk to the girl, and the girl told him like, no, unless you're like white or Hispanic, I don't want to have a date with you. And Funky made a video calling her all these prostitutes, this, that, the third. Oh, she's just a prostitute. Da, 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 da. But my thing is, oh, well, she could just acknowledge him. But my thing is that young lady probably experienced, I'm sure, in Miami, especially being dark skinned, she experienced colorism. So when she's trying to find dates, I'm sure she go up to like white and Hispanic, because I think she went up to his Hispanic friend or whatever. But all he was stuck on in the video was she ignored my black friend and said she didn't want to date him and went right up to my white friend or my Hispanic friend, and she could just acknowledge him. That girl didn't owe his black friend any acknowledgement. She didn't owe him a smile or anything. So that's just his mindset. The fact that he doesn't even address how dark-skinned women face colorism, and that's why that young lady had the mindset she has. And she has a right to decline. So if dark-skinned men can say to dark-skinned women, I don't want you, they can be colorist. Why can't a black woman say, hey, you're not my preference, I don't want to date you, whatever, whatever. So he's very one-sided.
Let's just take color out of it. Let's just say that people just like what they like. You know what I'm saying? Whether they tall, they short, they fat, they skinny, they, you know what I'm saying? I get your point, but I'm just saying that just further makes them look ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because who to just say that just wasn't her preference? How are you gonna put her down because she prefers somebody other than who addressed her?
Lace Cash, friend, did I allow you to speak? Hold on.
Hello. Hey,
Hi.
Good evening, everybody.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
Well, I have a couple of points because I don't know. I guess it's a trigger just listening to everything. And I see everybody saying their opinion about Funky Dineva. But for me, it's like if we're going to speak on that, I feel like that applies to all the gays. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. They all envy us. Yes, because I've seen there are several, I don't just want to say black, but black men, gay commentators that commentate about black women all the time, every day, all the time, drag them left and right, speak their piece and say what they got to say. But today we're just focusing on Funky Dineva, but they all do it. And then, I have gay family members and friends, old and young. And from the older ones, they told me like it is. They just it's the envy of them not ever knowing that they will not ever be a woman. So that's why they address
I don't
us
know
the
if I
way that
want
they
to agree
address
with that,
us.
but all gay men. Now, I don't even want to say
Well,
all gay commentators. Like, oh, child, that's generalizing.
well, majority, it's a lot. I mean, I've sat in their circles. I've been all over the United States. I see how they move. I see the dynamic within their own community. The black ones, the white ones, the trend ones are the trade, and the straight ones. They do that with them other. But what I've noticed as a collective, they also have a certain disdain for us as women. Period. You feel it, you see it. I'm not going to sit here and just say all, because some of them, are respectable and they do, show it to us in public and private when they in their own circles and when they're amongst us. But then you have a whole lot that does not. And they do it every day, all the time. And for me, it's showing more on the internet and on TV more than ever now. I don't know if you want to say that he's making it easier for other ones to do it, or whatnot.
I think he leads the charge for people
You know
who
what
look
I'm
up
saying?
to him to do the same
And
thing
I
that he
agree
does.
with you. I agree with you on that, for the simple fact that I just seen, I didn't watch it all, so I can only speak on what I just seen, a little snippet from who was that? Armand Wiggins, dogging
Not ding
Flame
dong, not
Monroe.
ding dong. We don't do him over here. We don't do.
Well, my point is he was dogging Flame Monroe for the fact that he sides with the women. Like really was calling him out about, well, you got
why is that
boobs
a problem? Why is that a
you know
problem?
you
And then
know what
why
I
is
mean?
it that they go so hard against one of their own who has a difference of opinion when they are like fighting to be accepted? So it's
That's
like, but you don't want to
hey.
accept one of your own people who just don't agree with you. That doesn't make sense to me.
Not only that,
Me
we
neither.
are the ones who lead the charge in supporting them. Like, like
And
masculine
and
men
that's
aren't
why Flame
supporting them.
catches the heck of the flack that he does. And for me, oh, dude, just solidified that out of his own mouth. He solidified that. That's what it is because it's like how we call people coons is how he's saying that they perceive that. Because if you standing up for anything that got to do with a woman's rights or anything like that, then you a sellout and you only trying to fit in with the straight.
Mm.
Okay,
He
I'm
said
gonna
it.
just say,
Somebody
well,
tell me. I know some of y'all have watched this. I just want to know: have some of y'all, when he was talking about Flame Monroe and Tasha K, like, why do you think he got pissed off at Tasha K when he said something about the Michelle Brown stuff? What was that about? Nobody knows.
I'm not sure, but can I just say this?
I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
just want to say this real quick. I mean, I let's just be honest. Women are the ones who are champion behind the. I can't even say because I feel like LGB is one thing, but being you know, if you transitioning or you are, you know, a trans woman or trans man, that's something different. And no one is champion behind them like women in general. Let alone, and first of all, let's just say it: you're black before you're anything. You're black before they know your sexuality, before they know who you going to bed with, who you like, anything. You're a black man, or you a black man that dressed like a woman. That would be the first thing that people see. Let's be honest and let's just, you know, put it on the table if we're gonna go there.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, that's the truth.
Somebody said, why I didn't bring Flame up. Flame didn't click the link, friend. I asked Flame to click the link. I put the link in 15 times. If Flame wanted to come up, Flame is very welcome to come up. I love Flame Monroe.
Yeah, and I do too. And I just thought that was very disrespectful in a sense because it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know, like but you have the ones that just push that narrative so strong. And you know, even between Funky Dineva and Claudia, he made it a point. I noticed that anytime they would have a topic that has to do with that, you know, like with them calling us cis women and all those things. A few shows after, he was like, well, yeah, I think that you are, you know, that he thought that she didn't like them, like she doesn't deal with them for real. What's the word? What's the word they say? Homophobe. He called her homophobic because she
How
has
can
stated her
somebody
own
be
opinion about.
homophobic who been
But see,
who?
those are those, he weaponizes those words against women. It's like as soon as we start calling them out for the things that they say about us, all of a sudden we homophobic or we're transphobic because you know we don't agree with some of the things that trans say or something. And I don't like those phobia words at all.
But how can you
Me
say a
neither.
trans person is homophobic or transphobic when they've been a trans longer than you have?
My thing is, I've seen trans women literally get into it on several platforms and they misgender each other. They bring up health reads. They disrespect the fuck. I mean, I don't want to curse. I'm sorry, bad. But they disrespect each other so bad. But let one of us say something or clap back. We're homophobic. We're all these horrible things.
Flame, we want you, Flame. I mean, at least just come and say hi. I understand if you chilling because I'm gonna be chilling in a minute, but I understand. But y'all go check out Tasha K's interview with Flame. Hopefully, the full interview will be out soon on public so I can watch it because I don't have $12 to give Tasha K.
I
But go
actually
ahead.
watched the interview and it was very entertaining.
You watched the
Um,
full interview?
I did. I watched it on YouTube first because
Uh-huh.
obviously she had been in Africa and hasn't been on the internet. So I honestly wasn't paying attention. I had other things going on in my life, and something just told me to go online. I watched the little part she put on there, and then I watched the full interview on the live, on Tasha K live. Um, and I mean, it was very entertaining. It was very real. Flame did bring up the fact that, he, she, we do respect biological women. Like she literally used the term biological women. And mentioning as if she has children by a woman and she lives her life the way that she lived. However, she still respect biological women, knowing the fact that she's not a biological woman. And I just think that is just truth. And a lot of people are not ready for the truth. A lot of people can't take the truth. A lot of people like to live in their delusion. A lot of people like to.
What's the problem with being respectful? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. Like how is that pandering? Being respectful to women, how is that pandering?
Because we
You're
live in a
being
selfish world.
disrespectful to women, but yet women are your biggest supporters. Like it's
Allies.
yeah. And so my thing is, in essence, you pandering too. You pandering to a certain demographic. Like all of us don't like, you sitting there with a wig on and lipstick, but you're pandering too. Because no straight man, no men are looking at that cheering you on.
And they're not sending you cash apps. They're not watching your channel. They're not anything. They're not supporting you in any way.
Exactly.
And I saw
Hey, Crystal, how you doing?
They're not watching your channel. They're not anything.
Crystal, you echoing. Close your other windows, and then I'll unmute you in a second. Let me see. Are you still echoing?
I'm turning it down. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Nice to hear talking to you again. Yeah, what Flame said is correct. Like I've been following He She We for years. He's fantastic. I like everything. His whole aura, He She We. He doesn't attack biological women, and he understands that we are biological. We're not cisgender. We're women. And that's what I like about He She We. And what he did on the Breakfast Club and what he said on the Breakfast Club was amazing. I actually was in tears because I felt like he was defending us in comparison to the Malik Yoba thing on the Breakfast Club when he was trying to say
God, yes. I remember that they were arguing about who gets assigned girl or boy at birth. It's like a sign. What the hell? Yeah.
One of them blocked me. One of them, I can't think of his name, John something. He's from the national. He blocked me one time, and I said, "You're entitled to your opinion, but I am not a cisgender woman. I am a woman." And he blocked me because I said that. He tried to, yeah.
Well, it's pretty difficult to dispute math and science. I'm just saying.
See, what I don't like about the whole cis thing is, there's some women who may be fine with that or whatever, but for the women who say, don't call me cis, call me a woman, and they act like they don't want to do that. But my thing is, you want someone to respect your pronouns. So when a woman tells you, I don't want to be called cis anything, call me a woman, why they want their boundaries and everything to be respected. So why can't they show respect? Why can't they? Okay, hold on. Why can't they respect women's boundaries back? Because I don't like that. Because if I'm going to call you by your pronoun or I'm going to call you Chelsea or whatever you want to be called, then show women the same respect that you want to receive.
Yeah.
Right.
I think what it is I'm honestly believing that they just want to like get rid of natural women altogether. I just feel like it's coming. I've heard that they want to put artificial uteruses in the transgender women. I've heard all kinds of stuff, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, we are going down a rabbit hole, DL. But listen, y'all. I appreciate anybody
mostly in the United States, not like most other countries aren't adopting these same things. It is mostly here in our corrupt nation.
All right. Well, listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Listen, I felt like I done spent too much time on Junkie Dineva and all the situation. But again, y'all know this it's gonna get worse.
Junkie Dineva, you and Junkie, why y'all say?
That's what
Why you
he is.
say?
I refuse to call him anything but, he got people calling me fish and stank and everything else. So he's Junkie Dineva. That's the best I got.
Yeah,
Not
Michelle.
him calling you state when he will be
Yes,
on
child.
his videos
He said, like I
farting
said, he
the birthday.
weaponizes his fan base, and his entire fan base comes over and throws those insults and say all that nasty stuff to me in my comment section, honey. I just block them. I'm good at blocking.
But he's
I
always
saw
farting.
I
He's
saw
always
the
farting
video
and
with you and
burping.
Tasha K too. I saw the
I'm
video with
sorry.
you.
Go ahead. What? Who's that?
I
Oh,
saw
I was
the
just saying that he's always farting and burping on his videos. So he's the one that stank.
Burping, belching, farting, snorting.
Yeah.
Looking dusty.
Right. He can't talk about nobody
He look
stinking,
ass.
honey.
He look
When you
ashy all the
seen that
time.
damn townhouse, don't make me play that video before I go. Crystal, you
Oh,
got anything else to say before I go?
oh no, I just like what you said, and I liked it everything what you said. You and Tasha K and not Funky, but Flame Monroe. He's amazing. So he's
Yeah,
got my
I
full.
agree.
I don't like when people talk about him either, because he's from Chicago, like my mom. So I gotta represent Chi-Town. So
Yeah, Flame a real one. I
yeah.
appreciate Flame. Oh, I wanted to talk about Tasha K, but I'm gonna talk about this over on Patreon
Oh,
because I have some tea on this Kevin Hart case. Just a little bit of tea.
oh,
And it's actually favorable to Tasha K. So
oh,
I probably do a live video on the whole topic, but not tonight.
oh.
But I'll talk about it on Patreon tonight for a little while, for y'all who want to go over to Patreon. So
I'm
anyway, I
surprised
appreciate
y'all ain't
all the
talked about
followers.
Cat Williams. He's been
I talked about him a couple of days ago. I don't want to talk about him no more.
I'm like,
Yes,
It's not even worth
it's like
talking
as a
about.
content creator, we get like bombarded by like everybody's talking about everything, and I get it. It's like y'all want to hear my take on it. I get it, but I'm like at this point, I'm all talked out. I done seen it 50
oh,
times. I done seen everybody else see it 50 times, and
I got one more question, Michelle.
yeah. Go ahead.
What's gonna happen on the ROHA 16?
Good question. First of all, they got to get a cast.
They're on hiatus, but
They're on hiatus, indefinite hiatus. The previous executive producer, what's his name? Eric Fuller is no longer there.
oh,
He's
good.
looking
He
for a new
blocked me
job,
anyway. He blocked me because
allegedly.
I DM'd him.
Oh, did he say that was true?
uh oh no, I just blocked him. I told him what kind of cash y'all need for season 16, and I guess he blocked me because I don't know. I gave him I said he was a good
Yeah, because
executive.
he got death threats and everything, child. It's like people was really coming for him. So,
Yeah.
I guess he decided to look for another gig. We shall
I
see. I
mean, it
don't know if
was
he
the first Black Housewives show, so perhaps people kind of took it personal. You know how our community can get sometimes.
Yeah.
right.
It's gonna cost money. Like they're gonna have to really pay some people if they want Nene back.
Yeah, they got to get rid of Kandi.
Well,
Kandi
they're
makes
not
the most
gonna
money on the cast.
they're not gonna get rid of Kandi, because I think Kandi is just like, if they I already said who I think should come back. The 7 people should come back. Even though I said this to Michelle before, I do want Kim to come back, but she's not a team player.
Let us know your 7 people.
7 people. Sheree, Kim, Nene, Kenya, Kandi, Portia, and Cynthia.
Not
Well, I don't
bad.
know.
I'm just wondering
Yeah,
what
back
Cynthia's storyline would be, though.
Well, it's just, think about it. They got Kandi and Cynthia to kind of level it out. You got your 3 OGs, and you got Kenya and Portia to back it out. I think Portia and Kim could be the new freaking fact. They both dingy as hell.
Anyway, on that note, thank y'all for calling tonight. I appreciate you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
well, Michelle, this
Thank
I've
you.
watched you for years, and I've called a couple lives, but this is my first time actually getting to come up. So thank you so much for being
Thank you
such a
so much,
gracious
Michelle.
host
Thank
and
you. I love the
allowing
first
us
time
to
too.
speak. So I enjoyed myself. Thank you so much. Kudos to you, Queen. Keep
Thank
going,
you.
keep doing what you're doing, and definitely keep those receipts, because You're the original bone collector in my eyes.
Listen, I keep a
I'm just
receipt.
gonna say.
Thank you so much, LB. Thanks.
All right. Have a good night.
Good night. Good night, Lace. Good night, Kai.
Bye.
All right, y'all. Listen. So, yes, I'm spilling this little tea over here on Patreon, and I'll talk about it publicly later. If I talk about it tonight, this live stream will go a little bit too long because we're going on 2 hours. Okay. We did talk about several topics tonight. Okay. We talked about Eric Fuller possibly getting the boot from Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Potomac. It's something a little screenshot circulating around that, he's looking for a job, but I went and looked on his LinkedIn and I didn't see it. So, take it as you will. I also talked about Kandi Burruss, dressing up like T.S. man hands. Okay. And I didn't understand, like, what is happening, Kandi? Why did you put on them fake titty balls like T.S. Madison? Somebody wanted me to do a side by side, but hold on, let me see. I only have this. Well, I don't even have that one. Never mind. I don't even feel like looking for a side by side, but y'all know what he looked like and y'all know what she looked like, okay? But anywho, like this video before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are not subscribed, head on over to patreon.com. $5. The $5 till is the till $5 and above. Okay, $5. Okay, that's all it costs to be on the Patreon. And before I go, I would like to say thank you to the people who cashed out me. I appreciate it because I know you didn't have to. Okay. Hold on. I like to call names. Miss Donna Robinson, Mildred Williams, Miss Dogan, okay. EC Francis, Anita DeVoe, okay. Who else sent me stuff? Hold on. Voodoo Doll, shout out to Voodoo Doll TV. I was over on Voodoo Doll TV's channel earlier today. I'm like, yes, queen, yes, go. Oh, Voodoo Doll was reading Jackie down, honey. Shout out to Anita D for sending me the timestamps, and shout out to the new members, DUH, legendary kind, okay, and Rochelle has been a member for 39 months, new member and old member. Shout out to the squad. Appreciate y'all support me and I love y'all. And I'll be over on Patreon in about 5 minutes. It's gonna be a late live and I'm not gonna talk too long, but I will talk a little bit. Okay, see y'all later. Love you. Good night.
You're calling in on a show that I'm on. Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi. Hanging out with Straight from the A. I love you guys. I always visit the site.
Hey, Michelle, girl. Okay, you just won't let me be great. Who are you, Michelle? You get me every time, girl. You ain't gonna miss none of these.
Hey,
wait.
No, what you want to say?
Here we go.
Hey, I'm Dr. Heavenly, and this is Straight from the A.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi, and you watching Straight from the A.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the disclaimer out there. If me and Michelle actually get into a fight during this interview, just know she started.
I don't fight.
Now what else is going on?
I might pull your wig, but I ain't gonna fight.
I ain't gonna pull my wig. Now we ain't gonna be pulling no wigs. I do not condone.